defense from Raven Johnson saw it against Caitlin Clark in the national championship game last year. Booker.
See Madison Booker coming off the screen. Hall does a good job chasing, but a step late is a step too much for Madison
Booker, who, as Rebecca alluded to before, shot just 26% against South Carolina this year. Basketball this season. The SEC Player of the Year. After she was the Big 12 Player of the Year last season. Joyce Edwards.
This is a South Carolina team. All of these starters were here a year ago.
Harmon drops it in. A 10-2 start. Lob inside. Edwards finds Fagan. What a... Off to Shea Holly. Couldn't handle it. Fortuitous hop. Jones misses the hook. Early action here. Harmon kicks it out. Holly over to Booker. Her jumper is good. Madison Booker bought her 3-step jump shots, and she just did it all summer long, and it stayed with her since. As Edwards turnover already for South Carolina.
Terrific defensive possession by
of the season between these schools. Booker, and that one's going the other way. And it's her first, 4th turnover for Texas. Here's Tessa Johnson on point. And when you first come to South Carolina,
final game against Oklahoma had
Joyce Edwards for South Carolina. Edwards rummaging inside, and the last 2 members of South Carolina to. Yeah, I mean,
early in this game to Texas. I mean, South Carolina.
Booker getting looked at after she took that.
Here, Lee as well.
Harmon drops. Wiley always electrifying. Malaysia dips.
It's the contact so she can then go in, dipsy-do it through.
Played just 11 minutes. And Texas leading by 4 in the first quarter. Pow weaving through a lot. Excites you as much as a dirty lane. Full Wiley. 10-3 South Carolina run. What a move from Edwards. Feeds Dowda back to Edwards on the interior. Taking it out. Lee's 3. Off. Rebound Oldacre. And the free throws will be Oldacre's.
Because Dowda tripped.
Country goes to the line. Affected in this first quarter. It'll be interesting to see it up. Pow. Yes. And Tonda kicks it back out. Lee got
that's been one of the big issues for
Edwards, center of the lane, and a blocking you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Texas South, and now 3. To Kitts, has a step, lost it. He'd be comfortable or uncomfortable going to it.
Right.
Pow throws it. Pow gives it up. Johnson extra feed and fake. Lee dipping inside, able to bang. For Wiley dashing through the lane. Lee, mid-range jumper, she got it. Preston turns the corner and lays it in. For Wiley, backs it out. Booker, backdoor, Kitts, lays it in, fakes the 3, puts it on the floor, and lobbing it in. Jones, the catch, and the bounces it ahead. Hall alone at the rim. Booker elevates, got hit. 6 points in this first half. Let's check in with.
He couldn't get a shot past him, so she had to gain that.
Bench with Texas leading by 2 as Hall go from Edwards. Gets blocked, dips into the lane, unable down. Pow, you bet.
Pow with plenty of time for.
When Tonda through the lane. Fagan patiently curl him in. Baseline jumper short. Off the floor in this game.
It's surrounded by shooters as well. That's the piece I was also going to mention.
We mentioned the lead changes in South. Here's Bree Hall. She got it. Carolina out of bounds. And a foul here as makes the jumper. Now we'll take and hit. You can't have 5
in the second half.
Team. Hall jumper is Booker. Weiner floats it right to Shea Holly. Booker elevates and hits down. Kicks. Able to contact. Jones couldn't lay. Tippable surrounded and a
Inner Kitts.
They called it on Key. Couldn't finish it over. Armin in the mid-range. She got on Edwards. Mid-range jumper won't issue. Pow got her.
She will be the best player in the country.
Now Booker has it stolen. How about Pow? It's going to work again, and the foul on one is so underrated because people focus. Her jumper off. Goes Joyce Edwards all the way in.
Rim focus there. It takes the ball on one end, pushes it.
Tessa Johnson flashes free and dumps it. Able to regather because she lost control on the deflection. Tessa Johnson, one more. Three is good. A big one behind the back, leaning, can't hit. Yeah, Holly, beautiful connection between Blakely. Powell. Cuts inside, has it deflected, but Fagan waits, can't finish. Here's Harmon kicking to the corner. Lee, Cunnick! Powell, you bet! Looking in, Oldacre, great position. South Carolina lead, and Dawn Staley wants to talk. Exact same one to meet at the track. If anybody's uniform is slightly different, and we're Texas players said they actually like the 6 a.m. workouts. As Hall, Oldacre, looking to use her size, age 16 for the defending champs. Having the full repertoire today as Harmon, Johnson, connects. Edwards spinning, couldn't finish it. Comes to this time of year. Jones gets the 171st game. Here's Tessa Johnson and blocked on the interior by Carlton. And naked. Here's Preston on the other end. In the corner, down. That three.
Forwards with intent. Laid out towards the right wing. James. Palmer. Might be danger here. He's had a hit! Split-second reaction.
Jackson actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Johnston, and it's played forward. Chilwell, Fernandez, here's Joao Felix, and that's well seen too. Pedro Neto. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. James. That's a nicely measured pass.